This is the firefighter's prayer. When I am called to duty, wherever flames may rage, give me the strength to save a life, whatever be its age. Help me to embrace a little child before it's too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and give the best in me to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. And if according to my fate I am to lose my life, please bless my children and my wife. Amen.
Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Markovich.
Here.
Spitali.
Here.
Kalwinski.
Here.
Torres.
Here.
Higgs. Emerson.
Here.
Warple.
Here.
Rakels.
Here.
Vines.
Here. Let the record reflect 9 present, 0 absent. Moving on to reading of the minutes.
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman Spitali.
make a motion to accept the minutes from February 27, 2017.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Spitali, second by Councilman Emerson to accept the minutes of the February 27th, 2017 meeting. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Moving on to approval of claims.
Madam Chair Lady,
Yes, Councilman Mark.
move for approval of claims February 22nd, 2017 through March 8, 2017 for council meeting March 13, 2017. Beginning with claims dated 3/2/17 and ending with claims dated 3/8/17, claim number 1509 through claim number 1793 for a total of $4,986,176.86. I so move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Markovich, second by Councilman Warple for approval of claims from February 22nd through March 8th, 2017. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Markovich.
Yes.
Spitali. Kalwinski.
Yes.
Torres.
Yes.
Higgs.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Rakels.
Yes.
Vines.
Yes. Claims passed, 9 in favor, 0 opposed. Moving on to public hearings, there are none. Communications?
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman Higgs.
we see the letter from Dean Budden. It says, Colonel Tornado Daggett, 33 Condon, Hammond, Indiana. Dear Colonel Daggett, this letter is in response to your comments raised in the last night's Hammond Common Council meeting regarding your home on 33 Condon. I regret that you are experiencing sewer problems at your home. I have been in your situation and sympathize with your experience. This morning, Hammond Sanitary District performed a site and sewer television inspection of the sewer main on Condon between State Line and Homan, adjacent to your home. It has been determined that the cause of the baggage of the sewer lateral is the result of a root intrusion. The roots clogging your intrusion needs to be treated with a mechanical root cutter, and perhaps a chemical form treatment to kill the roots. The other option would be to replace the sewer lateral because roots will continue to grow and cause baggage. I know your comments last night indicated that you have your sewer line rooted annually. Replacing your sewer lateral is experienced to relieve you from a further maintenance on your sewer. For clarification, the Hammond Water Department replaced a shut-off valve on the south side of Condon, opposite from your home, on December 28, 2016. Work performed by the Water Department had no effect on your condition of your sewer lateral. Also, during the sewer television inspection of the sewer main today, it has been determined that the portion of the sewer main near your top is in poor condition. Hammond Sanitary District Sewer Department will be replacing a portion of the sewer line that is in poor condition within the next week, so that if you do replace your lateral, you will be able to connect a new sewer main. And that was from Dean Button of the engineering department in regards to the backup in his basement.
Thank you. Any other communications?
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Torres.
I have a letter from Mr. Steve Quist. He's the owner of Steve and Nick's Tavern on 1105 Gosselin Street. It's addressed to the mayor, attorney Chris Cantor, council at large, and myself. I am Steve Quist, owner of Steve and Nick's Tavern, located at 1105 Gosselin Street, corner of Gosselin and Ash. Approximately 3 years ago, AT&T broke the sidewalk, dug up dirt, and completed a work project on the 4400 block of Ash Avenue, adjacent and on the west side of my building. I assumed they had the proper permits from the city to do the work. The hole AT&T dug up is sinking in, and it is unknown what is causing it to do so. I place a wooden barrier to prevent clients and pedestrians from tripping, stumbling, or falling on the cracked sidewalk. I have reported this to the Hammond Engineering Office, and the person answering the phone suggested that I hire a plumber to find out what the problem is. I in no way initiated or authorized AT&T to do whatever work they did and feel no responsibility or obligation to the sinking sidewalk. Please advise and response by letter as to how the situation can be resolved. Signed, Stephen Quist.
Thank you. Any other communications?
Madam Chair Lady,
Councilman Markovich.
we got a communications dated Friday, March 3rd from Kirsten Rourke. Good morning, my name is Kirsten, and I am emailing you because I go to Morton High School and I am graduating this year. We have a problem with not being able to graduate in the gym because we have no air conditioning. It is too hot and it's not comfortable. When it gets too hot, even with the doors open, it doesn't cool down. We have to hold graduation in the auditorium, which only gives us 2 tickets. If we were having it in the gym, we would be given 4 tickets. This is a very important time for us seniors, and we want our family to come and share that time with us, and with 2 tickets, it makes it harder. We would appreciate if you could fund us the money to get air conditioning in our gym. Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman Higgs.
I received a letter from Greater Hammond Community Services that says Councilman Higgs, Hammond City Council, 5925 Caveman Avenue, Hammond, Indiana, 46320. Dear Councilman Higgs, we are very grateful for your generous donation. Your contribution, like yours, goes far in providing the needs for people who have very little. GHCS prides itself as being a leader in the delivery of social services to those people in our community who truly in need. GHCS strives to bring together a variety of funding sources and volunteers to meet the needs of the entire community. Because of many cutbacks in state and federal funds, we are more than ever dependent on local donations to effectively serve our community. Sincerely, Timothy P. Cunningham, Executive Director, Greater Hammond Community Services.
Any other communications? Any other communications? Any other communications? Communications are now closed. Moving on to committee reports.
Madam Chairwoman,
Yes, Councilman
I'm
Rakos.
bringing out ordinance 17-7.
From Finance?
Finance, yes.
Alrighty, thank you. As I always do, I have the upcoming Community and Crime Watch meetings that I'd like to read. On Tuesday, March 21st, the East Hammond Pullman Crime Watch will meet at the Ophelia Steen Center at 6:30 p.m. On Thursday, March 16th, the Hessville Crime Watch will meet at the Gene Shepherd Center at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, March 15th, the Lafayette Neighborhood Watch will meet at Lafayette School at 6:30 p.m. And on Thursday, March 16th, the South Hammond Crime Watch will meet at the Hammond Housing Authority building on 173rd at 7 p.m. This is an excellent opportunity for all of us to find out what is going on in our neighborhood specifically and throughout our city, and how we can take action for each of us to prevent us from becoming a victim of a crime. Because community is not just about me, it's about us. Any other committee reports?
Madam President,
Councilman Higgs.
I also did attend that meeting at Harrison Park Crime Watch this past week, and it was a great opportunity to talk to some of the residents over there in the Harrison Park area and give them some updates on some of the things that were going on. So it's very important that you come out and support your local crime watch.
Thank you. It was a very good meeting, and as a matter of fact, the Harrison Park Crime Watch had taken a brief hiatus, and they are starting back up again. So they will be meeting the first Tuesday, I believe it is, of every month at the VFW on Homan Avenue, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Any other committee reports? Committee reports is now closed. Moving on to ordinance, third and final passage.
Ordinance number 17-07, sponsored by Councilwoman Venez, an ordinance establishing a certified copy for certified copies of record.
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman Rakos.
make a motion, we pass ordinance 17-7.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Councilman Rakos, second by Councilman Warple for third and final passage of 1707. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk Golick, roll call vote, please.
Markovich.
Yes.
Spitali.
Yes.
Kalwinski.
Yes.
Torres.
Yes.
Higgs.
Yes.
Emerson.
Yes.
Warple.
Yes.
Rakels.
Yes.
Venez.
Yes. 1707 passes, 9 in favor, 0 opposed.
President Venez, that concludes the ordinances for final passage.
Thank you, Clerk Golick. Moving on to introduction of ordinances, there are none. Resolutions, there are none this evening. New and unfinished business.
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman Higgs.
I just wanted to announce to the public and to let them know that the annual cleanup week for my district will be the first week of April, from April 3rd to April 7th. And luckily, I've had a company to donate dumpsters, so I'm extremely happy about that. One location will be on the 1000 block of Morris, and we're looking for 2 other locations. So hopefully, when I submit the letter to the Board of Works, we'll get approval for the other 2 locations. But the cleanup week for my district will be April 3rd to April 7th. And I'll try to distribute as many bags, paper bags, as I can throughout the district. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other new and unfinished business?
Madam President.
Yes, Councilman Emerson.
Well, first of all, let me, probably not the first, but let me wish you and yours a happy St. Patrick's Day. And to everyone else, happy St. Patrick's Day, and celebrate responsibly. Thank you.
Where's the corned beef and cabbage?
I don't think we can eat inside the chambers.
All righty.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Kalwinski.
I'd like to congratulate Rich Sabilo, coach, and his coaching staff, and the Bishop Knoll Warriors Hockey Club for winning the state title, Division A, in their ice hockey tournament at South Bend's Icebox this Saturday. Way to go.
Congratulations. It's always fun. My son played hockey in high school, and it was a blast to watch. Any other new and unfinished business? Any other new and unfinished business? Any other new and unfinished business? New and unfinished business is now closed. Public expression. Lori Zolno. Lori, you will have 3 minutes, and if you would give us your address, please.
Thank you. Lori Zolno, 7142 Forest. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the city, particularly Mayor McDermott, Councilwoman Venez, Councilman Emerson, and Attorney Cantar for their support in our efforts to stop the issuance of a liquor license in our neighborhood. I can't thank you enough for everything you did.
You're very welcome, anytime. Elvin Cheeks, 3 minutes, sir, and your address.
It's already on the paper. Alvin Cheeks, we done an interesting study in the 2nd District next to the railroad tracks. A resident told me if you walk down the street in the 2nd District on a Sunday, the street is blocked first of all, and it has not been approved by the Board of Works. And they said that the police would come if you walk down the street. So we tried it 3 different Sundays in a row. The first time the Hammond Police Department came, they told me I resemble a guy that had a warrant. I already had my ID in my hand. I gave them my ID. And right when I was handed the officer said, oh, that's Cheeks, he don't have any warrants, but they ran it anyway. My problem is that number one, First Baptist Church has a street block that they haven't got approval from the Board of Works. Secondly, they're blocking approximately 3 streets without board approval, and I'm trying to figure out how can they block streets. Typically, when the city blocks streets, they use a wooden barricade. These streets are blocked by cones, and I have a family member that lives in the block up, which is Ripley, next to the railroad tracks in the 2nd District, and I'm trying to see how all these officers are working on a Sunday when the sidewalk is public domain, so the church can't keep people from walking down the street, and they can't just arbitrarily block off streets without approval from the Board of Works. So I would hope that the 2nd District Councilman would come out on a Sunday and observe the fact that, number one, they have the streets blocked. Number two, residents are complaining about the fact of when they do walk in that area where the streets that they have blocked, law enforcement came. Just so happened, I don't have a record. I don't even come close to the description that they gave, but you know, I would hope that the councilman for that district would take a look and find out why they're arbitrarily blocking 2 main arteries in the city of Hammond. Yes, they do own property on that block, but excuse me, they didn't go before the Board of Works to get those street blocks, and they've been blocking them for the last 6 months. I only saw it blocked 3 times. I didn't see it the whole 6 months that they've started blocking those streets. They do park buses on railroad property, but that property belongs to the railroad and not First Baptist Church. So I'm just curious, how can they block the streets? Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our public expression. Motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn from this meeting.
Motion by Councilman Higgs, second by Councilman Spitali. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Have a good evening.